I'm back. Welcome everyone to 7 Days Podcast. My name is Boy123 Jim. Honestly, it's great to be back here on YouTube with a lot going on as far as wrestling, UFC, courts. You know, a lot of stuff been going on. A new game came out, Realm Royale. A guy driving his freaking car too fast, or a motorcycle outside my window. A lot of shit going on right now. But obviously I'm going to talk about this. I'm recording this 2 a.m. in the morning on June 10th, 2018. You should be up by noon to afternoon of the same day, as I probably be sleeping, or maybe I'll wake up early in the morning. Who knows? Anyways, so let's just get this out of the way. CM Punk took on Mike Jackson, UFC. I forgot what's the number. What was it, 225? I don't know. Somewhere it was in Chicago. I don't know if it was in the Allstate Arena. I don't think it was that. I don't know if maybe it was a different arena. Maybe it was in the 10,000 arena, the 10,000 seated arena that, you know, All In's gonna be in at September. I don't know, but either way, it was in Chicago. Obviously, Punk was going to be the favorite out of the match, out of the two, and Mike Jackson got booed, obviously. I saw the highlights. I might have to watch the entire fight in order to be like, okay, maybe I understand why people are saying Punk got crushed by Mike Jackson. Based on the highlights, I didn't see much of... Maybe somebody did that because they're a fan of Punk and they didn't want to make him look bad. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. But for what I saw, it didn't look like he got crushed. It looked like he did well. He did his best. I liked it. I liked that he put a lot of effort into it. You know, he's not like me where like you put so much time and effort into something and then when it fails, you just leave it and you move and you try to do something else. Well, Punk... He failed his first fight. What did he do? He went back training, went back to he went back to the drawing board, and he kept training as much as he can. He's in better shape now. He's like in 169 pounds now. He used to be from, I don't know if they were building this or he looked a little bit chunky when he was in wrestling, you know, like a little flabby a little bit, and he was like 222, 223 around there, right? Now look at him. Jesus Christ, you know? But yeah, he did what he had to do. I noticed that he did some nice strikes. He had some defense. But Mike Jackson obviously was, I guess, I would assume he was more experienced than Punk. That's my assumption. And he was able to get the win overall. I noticed a lot of things. I tweeted this out. I said I saw some highlights from CM Punk's fight. I noticed. A, he looked a lot better than his first fight, better condition. B, he looked like he was one of them and not looked like he's out of place, meaning that he looked like he's a fighter now, not a wrestler anymore. Like, I don't see him as CM Punk the wrestler. I now see him as CM Punk UFC or MMA fighter. That's what I see him now. That's what I looked at him as now. He lasted up till round 3. He lasted till the end, you know, like round 3, he able to last through there, and Mike Jackson able to get the win at round 3. I think the first fight he lasted like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I think it was. Yeah, so he did a lot better. And D, he looked more experienced. Like, he looked like all the training he did made him look a lot better than he did the first time. The first time it was like he was just getting his feet wet. Now he's like, he looked like he knows exactly what he's doing more than he did the first time. Then at the end I just said Punk did his best and I liked it. That's it. Because it's true. He did his best. He did what he could, and I liked it. I liked the fact that he was able to go through with it and do this whole thing again. You know, he has a goal. He wants to achieve it, and he's going to do his best to do it. You know, people keep saying that he should come back to wrestling. I want him to come back to wrestling too, but I'm trying to move past that. He's not in wrestling anymore. He doesn't like wrestling anymore that much, or he put that behind him. Now he's trying to move forward. He's not trying to stay in the past. He's trying to go forward, you know. And he beat WWE in court, you know, able to beat WWE's Dr. Amann, right? Able to beat him in court. So I'm sure he's done with wrestling for like now. Maybe not for now. Maybe forever. He's done for wrestling. Who knows? There might be a day where it just come back to him, you know, and then he might go on a nostalgia trip. And I know at one point earlier this week he was videotaped saying that, you know, he can't really watch the product, or he can't watch the product, it's like barely watchable, and like there's all these LED boards and all this LED stuff going around. You know, all I can say is, dude, I'm just waiting for that one day where he succeeds major success. I'm not saying like maybe you have, like, I think because that's just me like dreaming or something, but him becoming like champion in UFC, I mean, dude, if the day that happens, I swear to God, that's gonna be like the biggest thing, and that'll be like the biggest fuck you to WWE, saying, look, you don't believe I can't make it here? Well, I'm the champion. Suck it. You know? So, but either way. Some funny thing happened after this. So after Punk lost, Corey Graves, right? I'm not hating or saying anything negative, because if a man has feelings towards something, I'm just obviously, if I'm not gonna agree with them, I'm just gonna leave it alone, or just be like, you know what? That's how you feel. Okay, that's how you feel. Me and you are different. You have your views, I have mine. You know, I might not agree with yours, you might not agree with mine, but at least, hey, we can agree that it's different. You know, we don't have to do shit to try to convince the other. So Corey Graves, I don't know if he was. Because Graves is one of those that can troll online so easy, and he can make it look genuinely real. Like, he can make it sound or look like he actually means this. So after this, right, Punk lost. Okay, keep this in mind. Corey Graves have not tweeted in 2 days on Twitter. And the one time he started to tweet was 3 hours. Well, from when I'm recording, he started to tweet around 11 o'clock on June 9th, saying, quote, maybe abandoning everyone who stood by your side even when we weren't supposed to, only to have you turn your back on us wasn't the right move after all. With a question mark. No anger, only sadness. Seems the fans are disappointed. Maybe you should know that dude held my first son before I did, because I was on tour and I trusted him. I had dinner with him the week after he quit. Then he says, the first rule of punk rock is loyalty, and this guy betrayed it all. I still love you, friend, in quotes. And I'm sorry you got lost. And it finally says, don't worry, hey, at Vince McMahon, this has nothing to do with you. You either, Triple H. This isn't corporate. This is real life. Calm down, internerds. Now, I guess that was Graves, rather, sharing out his legit, real feelings out against Punk. I would assume that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, because I don't want to be those types that would assume, yes, he's going after, like, he's saying all this to Punk, right? Which I kind of am. But I'm taking a back seat and I'm just rolling it back. I'm just thinking, is he just saying this to fuck with people, or is he like legit saying all this and he's like, this is how he feels, you know? So I'm just like shocked, you know, that all this is going on. I did not see this coming from Corey Graves. You know, he's the type of dude that will speak his mind, just like Punk. You know, they both have something in common when it comes to that. But Goddamn. I did not see that coming at all. So yeah, UFC 225, Punk able to get defeated by Mike Jackson. All I can hope that he does it. He gets a W at the next fight that he does. If I'm sure Dana White gotta allow the fight. You know, I know Joe Rogan disagrees and he thinks that Punk should just quit overall, or maybe or go somewhere else and start from there. I don't know, but to me, it's like, just give him time. Just give him time. I mean, you can't always just go into something brand new and then expect that person that just came into something new into their lives and immediately succeed. You know what I mean? Can't expect that. You always gotta, it's always about development and taking time. So that's why I always say I'm always behind the guy. He wants to do this. I'm behind him 100%. I just hope that he gets to the success that I would want him to be at, and he would want to be at as well. One day, hopefully, that they will come eventually, like soon. I don't know when his next fight will be, if he is going to get one, but then I got to give him that one. He lasted 3 rounds. He looked a lot better, more experienced, better condition. I mean, plus he's a draw. He's a draw. I guarantee you, if Punk was not on this card, no, I swear to God, the people in the arena in UFC at the show, I swear at least 25% of that out of 100% or less than that, at least a quarter of that audience would be cut and they wouldn't be there. Or maybe more than that, 50%, who knows. But yeah, Punk is a draw. Whether it's wrestling or not, he's a draw. He's a well-known guy, and obviously, maybe that's why, I don't know. I just hope the next fight he does is going to be a lot sooner. I mean, it took him like how many years? Nearly 2 years. Like a year and a half. A year and some change for him to gain some experience and finally become, or have another fight rather. So, let's just hope things go well. Okay. I also want to talk about, in the NBA, apparently, the Warriors swept. They swept the Cavaliers. They just took a broom and they just swept them out of the damn game. God damn. 4-0. And people are saying that NBA is rigged. People are complaining that the NBA is like fixed now because the Warriors kept winning. They won like how many championships in the past couple of years? Like 3 to 4 championships in the past couple of years. So, I mean, hey, if it's rigged, I mean, you're still gonna watch. So I don't know why you complain it. It's like a dumbass. It's like a wrestling fan is like, oh my God, wrestling's so fake, but he still watches. Stupid. If it's fixed, oh well, you're still gonna watch. By next year, you're gonna watch the entire fucking season, and you're probably gonna watch the draft that's coming up soon. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, let's get with the wrestling stuff. Alright, first of all, Money in the Bank Universe Mode stuff is uploaded on YouTube on my channel. Please go check it out on the channel, please. Money in the Bank, all 1 hour and plus is up. Plus, I uploaded SmackDown a day before, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to wait till Sunday. Let's just give them to him today or yesterday at Money in the Bank Saturday. Fuck it, why not? I just didn't have time to waste. So I was like, let's just do it. I mean, Money in the Bank is next Sunday anyway, so. Well, after that pay-per-view, I'm going to come out on YouTube. I'm going to have the Money in the Bank review, and I'm going to be like, so, which Money in the Bank pay-per-view was better? Was it mine or was it WWE's? Let's see. We both had dual-branded pay-per-view in Money in the Bank. We have both Raw and SmackDown on the show. We both had 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches featuring Raw and SmackDown competitors on both matches in one match, right? And in the respective Money in the Bank ladder matches. We had title matches. We had think about it. Now, I'm just gonna say this, okay? You see, JD from New York on YouTube he claims, or it might be true. It could be true. Right? I'm just talking out of my ass when I say this. But he claimed that he came up with the idea of Rollins versus Elias for Money in the Bank for the Intercontinental title. Now, I know, this is a little bit different, but come on. Now, he may have came up with the idea that they're gonna fight for the Intercontinental title at Money in the Bank, and then they actually are gonna do it this time. I mean, let's see, Rollins versus Elias for a mid-card championship at Money in the Bank. Who came up with that one first? Who started building that for weeks now? Me! I've been building that shit for weeks or a month, or, like, before I left YouTube for a while, before I was gone from YouTube, I was building that shit up. Like, if I could link you, I swear to God, if I remember, I'm going to link you guys all the episodes of Raw where I was the one that was building Elias versus Seth Rollins for the championship at Money in the Bank. I've done it before it was even announced or even talked about in WWE. I was the first one to do it on Universe Mode. I was the one that did it. And then WWE just came out of nowhere and said, let's do it. Rollins versus Elias for the IC belts. Oh, really? Gotta keep that in mind. Anyways. I'm hearing a lot of stuff now. Roman Reigns might main event SummerSlam with the Beast Brock Lesnar to have Roman versus Brock for the Universal Championship. Now, there's a lot of issues with that. Number one, how many times do I have to see this match? I'm really sick of it. I mean, I will take Cena versus Orton any day, every day. All of their matches, I would watch it again and again and again. Okay? I would. I seriously would. Over Roman versus Brock again and again. Cena and Orton, sometimes they pull out some new shit, right? In their matches. They develop something at least. But Roman and Brock, it's the same exact, or at least nearly exact, format of the match. Let's see. You start out strong with a big strike, right? Or Brock Lesnar comes at you strong with a shoulder tackle into the corner, shoulder thrust, and then he hits you with a German right off the bat. Or if you got lucky and you're able to dodge Brock and you start hitting your shots, and then what? Roman goes for a Superman punch and another one. Samoa drop doesn't do anything, so he does. I don't think he even does that. Like Roman doesn't hit his moves. You see, Roman has had good matches previously. He has had good matches. Yeah, he was taking on guys that, that can carry you and stuff. But still, he had great matches with the likes of Joe and Miz and all these other guys, right? But when it came to Brock, they could not match what they did at WrestleMania 31. You see, with me, I was expecting Roman to win the championship at WrestleMania 31 against Brock. Because everyone kept saying that, Roman is the guy now that they're trying to push down everyone's throat. They're trying to make him like John Cena. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm whatever. I'm willing to give this guy a shot. Let's see what he got, Because, I wasn't really too keen on Daniel Bryan coming back and already trying to go after the championship against Brock Lesnar. I was like, there's no way he could top what he did last year at WrestleMania 30 in 2014. I was like, in 2015, I was like, let's see what Roman can do. Let's give Roman a shot. Why not? And then, bad segment, bad promos, whatever. Yeah, besides all of that, they went to WrestleMania 31. The match was great. Yes, it was kind of the same thing that they did 3 years later. Superman punch, suplex, Superman punch, suplex, busted open Brock Lesnar. But at WrestleMania 34, it was Lesnar that busted open Reigns that time. And then, Roman hit a spear, almost looked like he won the match, but Brock kicked out the very last second. And then, Rollins came out and cashed in. That's what happened at 31. 34, kind of the same thing without the cash in. And Brock actually hit the F5 for the win. Greatest Royal Rumble, finish, spear, and both men went outside the cage. Roman's foot did not hit the floor. It was on the apron. totally different. There you go. Because if Kofi Kingston can have his fucking foot on pancakes and he was not eliminated from the Royal Rumble, then Roman Reigns did not win the championship in the steel cage because his foot was on the apron. Not on the ring, not on the floor. It was on the apron. Apron is not the floor. Apron is just the apron skirt. That's what it was. His foot was on the apron skirt. If you go look at the foot, it's real close. Look at his feet. Okay? Plain and simple. That's why Brock was able to retain the championship. So, but yeah, I don't want it to be Brock. Or Roman, rather. I just don't. I have no problem. If it is Roman, then fuck it. I don't care anymore. If it's Roman that's going to take the title off of Brock, then freaking do it. But if not, give me Seth Rollins. I don't want to see Braun go after the title right now. I love Braun. I like Braun. But I don't want him to go after the championship right now because he seems a bit kind of weak. And what I mean by that is he's not who he was last year. Braun Strowman was a beast last year. Braun Strowman was able to do things that normal people would get arrested for. Braun Strowman did things where he did things to Roman Reigns that I will never forget in my lifetime. Okay, and the fact that it took a year for him to change drastically to worse than how he was last year. Last year he was a beast. He was a monster. He was the definition of a monster among men, doing things that monsters shouldn't do and doing things that normal people couldn't do. You know, like it's just weird. It's weird. And then 1 year later, he's in tag team matches. He's doing comedy things. No, I'm sorry. And if I could, you know what, I'm gonna give you guys my Money in the Bank predictions. Why not? I have no time to waste. Because I want to rant on somebody in this match specifically. Bobby Roode. I fucking can't stand Bobby Roode. Now, outside, he's an entrance. That's all he is. Okay. When he's doing his entrance, I'm doing it too. I'm freaking having my arms out, yelling glorious, and I'm moving around and I'm doing shit. Yeah, I'm doing all that because he's an entrance. But when he's in the ring or when he speaks, when he has a backstage interview, I cringe and I don't want to hear him. I don't want to come off as a complaining, type of person online, but it's true. I'm just giving you guys my feelings, man. I'm not doing things on purpose. This is all genuine. This is all this is how I truly feel about Bobby Roode. I'm a fan of Bobby Roode. I want to be, but he's just not doing it for me right now. He's just there. He comes out with a robe. His robes don't even look good, to be honest. I don't like his coloring as far as the robes go, or his attires are off to me. They don't look good as they used to look. I don't know. It's just a lot of things are just piling up on why I do not like Bobby Roode right now. And yes, I agree with everyone else. A heel turn is a must. Bobby Roode is in that Roman Reigns category right now. Heel turn is a must for your character. You want to come out and say glorious. There's nothing glorious about you. There's nothing glorious about you putting a ladder in front of Braun Strowman, expecting him not to do anything about him and about it, and then you run away. I mean, I understand. I would run away from Braun Strowman. That's the only realistic part about it. I would run away from Braun Strowman, but for God's sakes, I mean, I don't remember Bobby. I'm gonna have to go back and watch NXT on the network because I'm just forgetting how Bobby Roode used to be so good down there. It's one of those situations. It's one of those, he was great there, but when he got to here, not good. It's one of those situations. Oh God, there's so much things. And now they're having Roman versus Jinder on Raw this Monday. And I'm looking on the website now. It's not off the Money in the Bank card, so it's still gonna happen this Sunday. So something's gonna happen on Raw. Maybe Jinder might get the win, and then the Big Dog is gonna get a win this Sunday on pay-per-view. The same thing they did to Rollins and Roman. But keep this in mind: Roman and Rollins did the same thing in 2014, where Roman and Rollins were having a feud after what they did to Dean Ambrose, putting him through cinder blocks, right? So Roman Reigns was gonna fight Rollins on Ambrose's behalf. And he fought him on Raw before the pay-per-view, the Raw Go-Home show, before Night of Champions. Roman beat Rollins in a great match on Raw. And then, a couple of days later, he got hit with a hernia injury. He got hit with that injury that took him out for months. So, I mean, I'm not wishing no harm on anybody, but I'm just saying, if that shit happens again, then there's something wrong with Roman Reigns. Where he fights someone on the Monday before the pay-per-view, and then he gets hurt during the week. That has to suck, just to be honest. But, let's just go through the whole match card of Money in the Bank. Why not? Let me give you guys my thoughts about Money in the Bank. Only 26 minutes in. Holy shit! I'm a talker. Good grief. So let's begin. We got Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Daniel Bryan obviously looking to get payback on Big Cass because Big Cass is just a cock blocker when it comes to Daniel Bryan and championships or main event scenes. You know, Big Cass is trying to ride the wave of Daniel Bryan's return momentum or the momentum of his return, and it's not really working. And plus, Big Cass is kind of annoying. He's annoying. I would take Enzo Amore's rapping and his consensual penis against fucking Big Cass, okay? Big Cass, I mean, for a big guy, he's really garbage, dude. Like, he comes out, the one thing, there's a couple of things I like about Big Cass, I'm not gonna lie, okay? Because, you see, Big Cass, I could see him as a threat, eventually. Or I can see him as a threat. I can see Big Cass coming out and doing things, you know, like in a monster or aggressive way. Like he could be super aggressive and he'd do some damage on people. I could see Big Cass doing that. But just looking at him, he doesn't look intimidating. His body does not look intimidating. Or he doesn't, like, his whole appearance does not intimidate me whatsoever. When I see Braun Strowman, I hope the guy, he's not behind me. But once he Big Cass, it's like one of those tall guys that like to make fun of the small guy for no reason, and then they get their ass kicked, and then they don't shut the fuck up about it, and they do anything they can to get a weapon or get payback on the guy who beat his ass. Daniel Bryan whooped his ass at Backlash, and now Big Cass is doing what he can to get payback on Daniel Bryan. The Big Cass is obsessed with Daniel Bryan. All right, I don't know why, because of his size. Really, bruh. Okay. So, apparently Daniel Bryan is not re-signed with WWE. So, we don't know what's going to happen with that. I hope he does, because there's a lot of matches I want to see with Daniel Bryan before he even leaves with WWE. But then again, there is independence, and there's Kenny Omega, and Okada, which is... I really hate when people say one of them and have to mention the other. I really hate it. But it's true, though. You know, those two guys, and Cody, and maybe not the Young Bucks, because that's a tag team thing, right? Maybe a Thunder Liger, or maybe, a Will Ospreay. You know, I would normally say Ricochet, but he's in NXT. But you get my point. Like, there's a lot of dudes in the independent scene, you know, that Daniel Bryan can go up against. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, might come out, you know, in the independents if he leaves the WWE, but I'm sure he's not going to do that. I'm sure he's loyal. He wants to be in the WWE, just that he just wants things. That's all. Yeah, I think he deserves some things that he wants. You know, it's not like he's like, oh, I want money. I want a lot of money, less schedule, less dates, and more championship wins. No, he just want to do things the right way, not be fucked over. You know, like Bobby Lashley. Jesus Christ. Alright, so my pick for this match, I'm going to go with Big Cass because he lost at Backlash, so I'm assuming that he's going to get the payback. 50-50 booking on pay-per-view. Big Cass is going to get the win over Daniel Bryan. If he does lose to Daniel Bryan, Big Cass should be nowhere near a main event or a WWE Championship or whatever situation or anything to do with Daniel Bryan. Just saying. So Big Cass is my pick to go over Daniel Bryan. I'm glad that Daniel Bryan lost Money in the Bank qualifying matches because he doesn't need to be in it. Number one, his health. That's number one. His health. He just came back. You want this guy to suffer an injury? An injury could come at you so quick. It's not funny. An injury could come and go. It's like a fucking cold or like an illness. It comes and it goes. Just saying. So we got Rollins versus Elias for the Intercontinental Championship. Rollins is going to win, no doubt. In my mind, Elias is not going to get that championship because Seth Rollins is too damn hot. If Rollins loses, he has to go after the Universal title. Not Roman, not Braun, not anyone else. You got to take the hottest guy at the moment and you push him. That's what you have to do. WWE, please. Rollins is your guy. Fuck Roman, dude. Roman is not hot. Roman is just there. He's like Lashley or Bobby Roode. He's just there. He doesn't even matter. He's not a factor. I don't know why people try to shove the fact that, he has a lot of merchandise. Merchandise is one thing, but being hot in a company is another. Selling merchandise is what the company does regardless. And you're going to buy the merchandise because you love the WWE, not because you love Roman Reigns. You don't really like Roman Reigns. I don't think so. But either way, dude, I'm just saying, you gotta strike while the iron's hot. Rollins is hot. He lit right now. You gotta take Rollins and push him to the stars. And going up against Brock has gotta be the best way to do it. I don't know if he will win against Brock, and I really hate the argument. It's not believable. First of all, this is wrestling, number one. I don't know why people try to find something like that for realism in wrestling. You think it's believable for Lesnar to ever go down by anybody? No! You think it's believable for Lesnar to go down by a Kane or Undertaker or a Cena? To go down for longer than 5 seconds, when they hit their big moves, he's down for like a couple of seconds and they come back up. No, it's not believable at all. I don't know why people are trying to be, it's not believable. Rollins is, because of his size? I don't want to hear that. This is wrestling, dude. Anything can fucking happen. It's predetermined. What the fuck you mean? It's not believable. It's predetermined. If it was UFC and Rollins is fighting Brock Lesnar, then I want to understand, or at least in a real life environment, then I'll understand, okay, it's not believable that Rollins is going to get the win, or fight, or beat, or survive freaking Brock Lesnar, or a guy like Brock Lesnar. I understand that, but to say that in wrestling, in predetermined sport, that makes sense. Get out of here with that. So Rollins versus Brock versus for the Universal title at SummerSlam is the way to go. Some say, or JD from New York said it himself, he would have Roman and the Authors of Pain, who I really don't care about right now. I haven't cared about Authors of Pain since NXT, and I haven't cared about them in NXT that much. They have delivered in their matches, but outside of their matches, it's like, I don't really care about you. Like, who are you? You're just guys in armor, in like riot gear, and you just say things loudly in Samoan language. I don't know, but yeah, it's like have Roman and Authors of Pain interrupt the match, and they take out Brock Lesnar, and Rollins gets beaten up too, and I don't know. I honestly don't know, but all I can say is, dude, I do not think Rollins is gonna lose the Intercontinental Championship. I would love to see Rollins versus Brock, not title for title, but champion versus champion for the Universal Championship. Because title for title means both titles are on the line, and Brock Lesnar, the idea of Lesnar winning the Intercontinental title, first of all, that'll be a first. because he never won any mid-card title in WWE history. That's number one. I know all of his championship wins, so don't tell me no. Number one, that's number one. Number two, do we really need the Intercontinental Championship off TV like the Universal title? No, we do not. And Seth Rollins, that's why champion versus champion, you gotta use the terms right. People are saying title for title, bitch. Champion versus champion for the Universal Championship, not title for title. That sounds stupid because you're implying that, oh, Rollins puts his Intercontinental title up against the, and Brock Lesnar puts up his Universal title for title, winner gets both belts. No! No! Not, we can't have that, please, okay? I understand, and if you got Rollins win, I still wouldn't do that, because I don't want to repeat 2015 all over again. You know, when he won the WWE title, he retained his title, and he won the U.S. title, but then lost to the Cena at the Night of Champions pay-per-view, and then had to defend the WWE Championship, literally moments after the match, after you got Attitude Adjusted onto the floor. Remember that? Against Sting? Yeah. I don't want that. No. So, overall, Rollins goes up against Elias, which I've done already, and I've done it. I don't know if I've done it better. I think they're going to have a better match than what I've done at Money in the Bank. Because Rollins, spoiler alert if you didn't watch the damn show, which you should go watch the show before I read a spoiler to you, okay? Rollins beat Elias with his own move, the drift away, like the spinning fisherman neckbreaker. Like, he beat him with his own move. Like, that is the ultimate disrespect. Just saying. But I mean, he did the curb stomp, he did the revolution knee, and still kicked out in Elias. So yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Rollins is gonna retain against Elias. We got Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. This is the worst match of the card. Number one, Lashley is not that interesting in the ring. That's number one. Okay. That's because of his moveset in the ring goes along with his character. And Bobby Lashley has no character. Sami Zayn made fun of his family, accused him of not being in the military or serving his time in the military or whatever. And Lashley just stood there and smiled. Or like, I don't know. He got angry for a brief moment, and then just you know, just smiled. You know. I mean, Sami Zayn going on his Instagram. I mean, what? Huh? Where are we getting this from? And then a fan club, buy a merchandise and get a free headband, or what? I don't. What is going on? And the three dudes dressed in women clothing. I don't even know what's going on. Please, this better be like the second match of the card, just to get this out of the way. Please end this. End it, please. I love Sami Zayn, and I'm a fan of Bobby Lashley, but the only way to get people interested in Lashley is the way how I would do it. Get MVP, bring him over to WWE, and like, I know MVP's not really interested. He likes where he's at, obviously. But I'm just saying, this is what I would do if I had the power. If I had the almighty power, I would bring MVP. Repeat of TNA, pretty much, of 2014. MVP is the speaker, because he has great mic skills, obviously. MVP is basically Paul Heyman towards Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, right? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? MVP is playing the role of Paul Heyman, and Bobby Lashley is playing the role of Brock Lesnar, basically, right? But he doesn't stand there and just bumps around and stuff, but he just stands there and looks like he will fuck you up. You know, he will have the best facial expressions on his face. That's what Bobby Lashley would have, right? That's the only way to get him interesting. You have him heel, and you have him be a bad guy, and he just dominates. His nickname apparently is the Dominator, right? Well, he needs to dominate the roster in order for him to live up to that freaking name. So he needs to dominate the roster. He should have been doing that for the past month and a half that he's been here. So, or 2 months rather. So he needs to get shit done. But he needs to be heel. Bobby Lashley, he can't speak. I can't care when he talks. And I'm a type of person. Look, if you, the way how you speak is the way how you speak. But as far as you try to gain my interest in as far as wrestling goes, it's not there, Lashley. I'm a fan of yours. It's just there's a lot of negatives in your thing, as a fan. Just saying. Sami Zayn, I just hope this thing ends. So, just hit a and the fact that he doesn't hit a spear anymore, it frustrates me. Why can't he use the spear? Why? Because it doesn't look good. I mean, I question why he spins when he does a spear. But at least when he does a spear, it's kind of unique. No one spears like the way how Lashley does, right? But again, why can't Lashley use the spear? Why is he using a vertical suplex? The same move that freaking British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith used when he was wrestling back in his day in the 90s, right? Or like in the 80s, 90s, whatever, right? Didn't he used to do that just to pump up the crowd? Like just a standard move. Vertical suplex. Right? Why can't Lashley use the Dominator, which is an inverted power slam, as his finish? Why is that not his finish and his finisher is a suplex? The only person that took a suplex and turned it cool was Goldberg. He took a suplex and he turned it around to a slam. A power slam. So I don't understand that at all. Who do I want to win? Just to end this feud, Lashley. Just end it. I honestly don't care who wins this fucking match, but I'm just gonna go with Lashley because I don't think Lashley's gonna lose at any time right now. SmackDown Live Tag Team titles up for grabs. So he has the Bludgeon Brothers versus Luke and Anderson. So we got Gallows and Anderson against the Bludgeon Bros. We got the Good Bros versus the Bludgeon Bros. Wow, that's a lot of bros. Now, SmackDown Live Tag Team titles pretty much after becoming number one contenders in Gallows and Anderson against the Usos on SmackDown Live in a passionate little segment. The Bludgeon Brothers are now looking to dominate the Good Brothers. Now, I kind of want to see the Good Brothers win the tag titles just because the Bludgeon Brothers are not doing jack as far as being champions go. I understand in a way, you know, who's really brave enough to stand up against the champions? Well, you got Gallows and Anderson. Well, who else is there? No one else. I don't know if the New Day's willing to get their ass kicked like they did at WrestleMania. The Usos have not been the same since they lost the tag titles. What other tag teams are there? I can't really remember. I can't remember. Holy shit. Wait. Oh my god. I don't know. So the Bludgeon Brothers are gonna retain. Fuck it. Just get it over with. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. If this happens on Raw, then we're going to have a rematch at the pay-per-view. This is not the worst match of the card. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn is the worst match of the card. Just saying. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. And it's like second worst. But at least I'm invested in both guys. I like Jinder. I like Roman. Right? And I kind of like these brawls that they've been doing on Raw. You know, like Roman's like, oh, I'm going to come find you. And he marches around the backstage. He's like, where's Jinder at? And then when they finally see each other, they both look. Jinder looks at him like, you ready? You ready to do this? And then he throws the Singh Brothers at him. And then he starts fighting. Like, it's funny. It's a funny segment. So obviously, I'm going to go with Roman getting the win. If Jinder wins this match, God bless him. God bless Jinder if he wins this match. But overall, I think it's the big dog that's going to get the win because they're trying to groom him up for a SummerSlam against the Beast. The Beast incarnate. Obviously, this one win should not give him an opportunity to fight for the Universal Championship, but it would be like the beginning, the genesis of him going after Brock Lesnar again. So Roman will get the win. SmackDown Live Women's Championship, Carmella versus Asuka. Asuka's going to get the win. I don't care that she's not undefeated anymore, just like in my universe mode. Spoiler. I don't care. I don't care that Asuka's not the undefeated, and the undefeated Asuka is a lot different from the defeated Asuka. I don't care. Okay? Carmella sucks. Now, I'm gonna say this with respect. Okay, let me reword this. You see, Carmella, I like me some Carmella sometimes. Some people find her attractive. I'm starting not to, because I think she uses a lot of makeup, and I just don't like that in the female when they use too much makeup. It does not. It just shows that you really are kind of murked if you're using too much makeup. That's just me. Outside of that, and her attire is so bad. I really don't like it. Dude, it looks like a freaking onesie. It's like you cut off all the sleeves of your onesie and you just got that for your body. That's it. It's weird. I don't like it. But outside of that, she's annoying as champion. Keeps bringing up how she beat Charlotte Flair. Yay. That's like 2 months ago. Like, come on. What else you got? You beat Charlotte Flair at Backlash, and you cashed in on your Money in the Bank contract on Charlotte. What else do you have? Is that all you? That's like me going around and be like, I graduated from high school and you didn't. It's like me doing that again and again, and someone's gonna come at me and say, "Look, shut the fuck up. We don't care. That's then. What about now? What are you doing now, you bum?" So it's kind of like that here. Carmella's keep bringing up about the past when she should be focusing on shit about now. Like, what have she done lately? She hasn't even wrestled since Backlash, or at least like the week following Backlash. What has she done since? Nothing. So that's why I say Asuka's gonna win. Now people say Asuka should be the one to like face Charlotte at SummerSlam, get the rematch, but I mean, yeah, the match was great at WrestleMania, so maybe a rematch. I would take that at SummerSlam. But then again, do I really want to see Charlotte versus not Charlotte in a world title picture again? No, I do not. Charlotte should be in the undercard feud because she does not deserve another championship run. I'm sorry. I love me some Charlotte Flair. I love me some Woo, but I really don't like the idea of Charlotte again going after her championship. She's been in the WWE since what? 2013, 2014, 2012? I don't know. Around there, right? Already NXT Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion about what, 3 times, 4 times? SmackDown Women's Champion about 1 time, right? Yeah, 1 time. Yeah, she held the title for a long time. Shit, right? So 5-time champion, right? 6 time if you count the NXT, and the Divas title too. You know, like she's done a lot. Let her rest. Let her breathe. Let her sleep. Whatever. Just leave her alone. Let her take a break or something, because there's nothing for her nowadays. You know what I mean? So Asuka should get the win against Carmella. I would rather see Becky Lynch versus Asuka at SummerSlam. Tell me you don't want to see that. Tell me. Leave a comment or make a video, whatever the fuck. Or tweet at me on Twitter, or you go to my Instagram. Leave me a comment on one of my photos saying, I would not want to see Becky Lynch versus Asuka. I dare you. Go ahead. You can try. You're gonna fail. All right. It's not one of those where once you don't succeed, brush it off and try again. No. Ain't one of those. Anyways. Raw Women's Championship, Nia Jax versus Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Now, people complain, oh, she got it too soon. Title shot too soon. Let me ask you this, guy. Let me ask you this question, guy. Who was in line to fight Nia Jax for the championship? Because I watched Raw while I was gone off YouTube for the past month and a half. And what I can tell you is, nobody. Sasha and Bayley are too busy fighting each other and the Riot Squad. That's number 1. Everyone else is irrelevant. So nobody's in contention for a title, including Ronda Rousey. But with her getting a title shot on a grand pay-per-view like Money in the Bank, I have no problem with it because it's a company move. And I have no issue because who else is there to fill that spot? Nobody at the moment. I know that's kind of WWE's fault because they're not building anybody up. That's their problem to deal with. I understand that logic too. But still, who's there? Nobody. Ronda Rousey's there. She doesn't really deserve it, but Nia Jax is the one that went up and challenged during kayfabe, so what do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want from me, huh? No Adam Lambert. Now, so, this match has happened. Now, let me tell you my thoughts, okay? Let me tell you my thoughts in the past couple of weeks with this fucking build. This build sucked. Hardcore. Like, dude, I swear to God, I hate Nia Jax now. Or, not hate, but don't like. Like, what has she done as women's champion? Nothing. What has she done? Like, I have worked. I have a job now, right? Like, while I was gone, I legit got a job this week. Like, this past Monday, I got a job. I worked all 5 days, 8 to 11, 8-hour shift, or 8 to 11, 3 to 11, 8-hour shift. Okay, Monday to Friday. All these days I worked. Good. I worked those out. I did more than what Nia Jax has done as being women's champion for the past 2 months. Think about that. I've done more in a week than Nia Jax has done as champion in the past 2 months. She has done nothing with the women's title. Yes, I do think she's a step over Alexa Bliss as far as like being champion. Like Bliss being champion was like dreadful. Like it had to be done. Like she had to be taken off as champion. Nia Jax was suddenly there. Oh well, whatever. But after that she cut that promo about being a star. Even though she's kind of like teasing Ronda Rousey, kind of bullying her, saying that she's kind of inferior to Nia Jax because Ronda Rousey's not competed in a WWE ring by herself after WrestleMania or ever. So it's like they took all what happened, Nia Jax being called fat and big and different, blah blah blah, and then they try to take some of that and making Nia being the bitch now. And just mocking Ronda, saying, she, kind of making fun of her because she's kind of different, making fun of her armbar and stuff. It's like, what are you doing? You come on. And then the worst thing happened. They got Natalya in this whole situation, right? Who's in the Money in the Bank ladder match too. They got Natalya in this. Natalya's a great friend with Ronda Rousey, right? And then Nia Jax beat up Natalya, did some damage to her leg, I believe, and Nia Jax is showing compassion? Hold on. So, for the past 2 weeks, or since the contract signing, Nia Jax had a little attitude towards Ronda Rousey, right? Good. She had a little attitude towards Ronda Rousey, and Natalya gets hurt during her match with Nia Jax, and now Nia Jax is showing compassion. Now Nia Jax is trying to be nice with everybody. What's going on here? Why is she flip-flopping? People are calling her Big Show now because she's turning face city. No, she's reminding me of the Bellas. I remember in 2015, right? When Nikki Bella was the Divas champion in her longest reigning Divas championship reign. Whatever the hell, right? It was around when Naomi turned heel. Nikki Bella, before Naomi went heel, she was a babyface 1 week. And then for like the next week, she's a bitch along with her sister. And then when Brie got beat up by Naomi, right? Then Nikki's the babyface the following week. And then Extreme Rules, Nikki's playing the role as a babyface against Naomi. And then literally after that pay-per-view match they had at Extreme Rules, Nikki went back to being a heel. And then Paige got into the mix. What the fuck just happened? That's exactly what is going on here with Nia Jax and this whole Ronda Rousey thing. If Ronda Rousey's gonna take the title off her, God bless you, Ronda. Alright, put that bitch in an armbar and end it. End it. Snap the arm off like a big ass twig or a trunk, whatever the fuck. Just end this shit. End it. End this charade as being champion, please. I would rather take Ronda Rousey being champion. I don't care that it's too early for her to be champion. Who was there to beat Nia Jax anyway? Nobody. Nobody's built up to face Nia Jax outside of Ronda Rousey because Ronda Rousey is fucking Ronda Rousey. That's why. Not Sasha Banks, who I still love as a wrestling fan, but at the same time, I just don't care for her when it comes to women's titles because she can't get the job done anymore. Every time she competes for a title, she either loses it, she had to lose the match, or she wins the title and then loses it shortly after. Bayley? Bayley. Who has cared about Bayley since last year? Nobody. Since Bayley lost the Raw Women's title, nobody cared. Everybody said Bayley's career has died. So, and there's no one else. I'm probably forgetting more people, but that's it. That's pretty much it. So Ronda Rousey's my pick. Please, Ronda, end it, please. Be a doll and just end it, please. I like Nia Jax, yes I do, but I'm not liking this build towards this matchup, so that's why I'm saying, please, Ronda Rousey, please end it. So we got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Lana Day, we got Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Ember Moon, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. Who are my picks? It's pretty simple. You gotta be a blind idiot, okay? But I'm just, to me, some say Alexa, some say Charlotte, some say Ember should do it, some say this one. Now, I have two picks since there's too many people in this fucking match. I have two picks. Okay, I got one Raw, one SmackDown. Since they're both in one match, one Raw, one SmackDown. Okay. Ember Moon is my girl. I love Ember Moon. She is my favorite women's wrestler right now on Monday Night Raw. Okay, she is. She's my favorite women's wrestler on Raw. Sorry, Sasha, you were there, but then you got on my nerves, and I just don't care anymore. So it's Ember Moon now. But my picks for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live: Raw, Natalya, because I do believe Natalya and Ronda Rousey going at it. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Oh, I can't wait. And my SmackDown pick, if it's not Monday Night Raw and it's a SmackDown Live women's competitor, it's gotta go to my girl, my main girl, the girl that I've been waiting to see get a title opportunity ever since she lost it over a year ago. Becky Lynch. It's either Natty or Becky. I don't want to see Naomi now. Naomi, no, not interested. Banks, no. Ember Moon, too soon. Charlotte, hell to the no. She just lost the title. I don't want to see it. No. Bliss, same thing. She just lost the title. I don't want to see her going after another title again. Lana, not really believable. Just saying. Well, I don't know why, because I don't think Lana is in that position yet to be like going after a championship. You know what I mean? So I think give her time. I'm gonna give her time. Give her like a year, then be like, yeah, she can go after the title now. You know, but right now she just came back to wrestling, so maybe too soon. But yeah, see, that's my version of not believable. It's like it's too soon or whatever. Not like, oh, because of her size, dumbass people. So yeah, my picks are Natalya and Becky Lynch. Please, please make the right choices. Okay. Now we got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got the New Day member. I'm not going to name who because I don't know who it is. And I like it that they're keeping it mysterious. Mysterious. We got Finn Balor in the Balor Club. Rusev Day. We got the Miz Jitsu. We got the Monster Among Men. The Glorious Failure. Or the Boring Glorious one. I don't know. Kevin Owens and the Samoan Assassin, is that what they're calling him now? And Samoa Joe. I just call him the Destroyer because that's what they called him, the Destroyer. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Okay. My picks for Raw and SmackDown for the men. I made up my mind. For Raw, I didn't know who. It's like not Bobby Roode, not Kevin Owens, not Strowman. Finn Balor. Finn Balor for Raw is my pick, and for SmackDown. It's gotta be the Miz, because I believe Miz and Bryan, it's there. Okay, Bryan going after the title, trying to win the title, and then, Miz cashes it in the end. Oh, tell me you don't want to see that. Come on. Oh, the story, and then people chanting asshole, ass. Oh, it's gonna be so clean. I can't wait. So it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. It's got to be done. AJ Styles next for the WWE Championship. Last man standing. And my bag of garbage looking to be tilting over. Okay, sorry. So yeah, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship in a last man standing match. Shinsuke Nakamura able to determine the match stipulation since he beat AJ Styles back in I believe the O2 Arena in London. Nakamura looking to beat AJ Styles. They had a contract signed on SmackDown Live this week where Nakamura was all calm and Styles was all worked up. And Nakamura said that he was the last man standing that day because AJ Styles was the one that was carted out of the room. Well, he was carried out the room by the officials. Now, if Shinsuke Nakamura wins, I would love for him to win this match because then the rematch will happen in Extreme Rules, and then a new feud for both men will go into SummerSlam instead of like one winning the title and then that's it, and then they have another, then they face someone else at Extreme Rules. No. Have the rematch at Extreme Rules because that's what's gonna happen anyway. And yeah, I would love to, because like at first when they name it a last man standing match, I'm like, whoa. The logic is not there for me. How are you gonna have their match at Backlash end in a double count out? Both men were not standing during that no DQ match, right? And then they come out with a last man standing match at Money in the Bank. If they could do that, what they did, if they couldn't get up at the count of 10 at Backlash, what makes you think they're going to do the same or be able to not do the same thing at Money in the Bank? Try to get up at the referee's 10 count. You know what I mean? But the good thing about last man standing matches is that it's chaotic and they go around the arena and they do what they can to destroy their opponents. So yeah, I mean, John Cena versus Edge, Backlash 2009 is still one of my favorite last man standing matches of all time. Even though I don't like the ending because, well, I'm a Cena fan over Edge. It's like my childhood back in the day where it's like, oh, like Cena's my guy and Edge was the asshole I hated, and then Big Show got involved and Edge, and I immediately thought, oh, Edge and Big Show, they used to be like, partners or whatever the fuck. They used to be like a cohesive unit against John Cena at one point. So Big Show just come out and chokeslam John Cena through the searchlight. I never forget that. But one of my favorite last man standing matches of all time. It's Cena and Edge. So we'll see if these two could live up to that. Nakamura and AJ Styles go around the arena. I really hate when they matches like that where it's supposed to be chaotic and they don't do anything. I really hate those matches. So let's just hope and see what happens at Money in the Bank. My pick, Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. And I think that's it. Oh, that's the main event of the show. Thank you. That better be the fucking main event. Anyways, that's it. That's Money in the Bank. Let's go over back my picks real quick. It's Big Cass, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, the Bludgeon Brothers, Roman Reigns, Asuka, Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch or Natalya, and The Miz or Finn Balor, and Shinsuke Nakamura. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches on the card. That's sweet. Maybe they might add another match with Elias and Sin Cara. Maybe that'll be on the pre-show. Who knows? But yeah, it's a 4-hour show, which I don't like that at all. But I understand why, because Money in the Bank ladder matches are like 40 to 45 minutes a piece, so it makes sense for it to be for 4 hours. Yeah. And those are my picks for Money in the Bank. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Money in the Bank picks. Oh, man. I think that's all I want to talk about. I don't think there's anything else I should speak of. No. Oh, my God. Oh, God, I'm really tired. Fuck, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Now, should I just talk about what I've been doing, and my updates on what I want to do? Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll give you guys like 5 extra minutes. Why not? So, I've been gone from YouTube for a month. My internet got cut off a month ago. And I tried to do what I can to not let that be my downfall. Because like before, I was like, internet was everything, right? It is everything. It's just that I was just thinking, oh shit, I can't upload YouTube. Well, I guess I could just take this break then. Why not? And I'll just go back. I'll just try to find work and try to pay out my bills and try to, put everything back in place. And it took a while. I finally got a job this past week, and I'm trying to do my best to make the right adjustments. I'm trying to get a new phone, but my first purchase, I plan on getting a camera. I plan on getting a camera in Money in the Bank weekend, because I'm going to record myself, my reactions, live stream. And I really hate it when people tell me to, oh, show the footage in your reactions. No, I'm not doing that. Unless it's a YouTube video, I am not freaking doing that. Number one, I don't know how to do it. Okay, that's number one. But number two, I don't want to do it because it's a reaction. If you want to watch something that I'm reacting to live, you should be watching the freaking pay-per-view. If you don't have the time, then just watch my reaction and then you'll get the results based off my reaction. Oh shit, this guy won. Oh snap, that girl lose. This one, that one. I'm tired of that. I'm really tired of people just saying, oh, the show's on the screen. Show us. Bitch, watch. Watch. Either you watch me or you watch the fucking show or not. If you don't do either, then get the fuck out of here and get to stepping. I don't want you here. If you're trying to tell me to put the footage in the corner of the screen or whatever, number one, I can't do. Like I said, I can't do that. I can't do it because I don't know how to. But even if I could, I wouldn't do it. So that's just me. But yeah, been gone. I want to make changes. Get a new phone, get a camera, update the gaming capture situation. I want to get a Elgato gaming capture. There's so much that I want to do, and since I get $500 a week, for working 5 days a week, I mean, the amount of money I save up, that's just blessed. This is blessed. I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen. The necessary changes I have to make. I mean, cause like before with me, I've been going to the gym for the past like month or two. Yeah, for the past 2 months I went to the gym, and I worked out. I lost 18 pounds within 2 weeks. My first 2 to 3 weeks of being in the gym, I lost 13 pounds. It's 18 pounds rather. I went from 285 or 288 to 270 or 272, around there. So I'm still in that area now. I'm still in 270s because I've been slacking. My knee got fucked up before I went to a party at a weekend a couple weeks back. But yeah, I was thinking about canceling my gym membership mainly because I don't have the time, and I don't want to damage my whole body. I don't want to like put my body through so much shit, and then like when I go to work, the experience is gonna get worse. I'm just now starting to get used to standing on my feet for 8 hours for 5 days straight, back to back to back. I'm starting to get used to it now. So, cause like before when I worked for long hours, I'll walk I'm walking like I'm auditioning for the fucking Walking Dead. Like I'm a zombie. I'm walking and I can barely take steps. So I like these changes that I'm making, and for the next couple of weeks, for the next couple of months, I plan on saving a lot of cash, and I plan on doing things. I want to go to Raw and SmackDown that's coming in Toronto in the next month or two, but I can't do that because it's going to be on a weekday, and that's when I'm going to be working, so I can't really do that. So I'm not going to do it. But what I can do is get a game. Any game that I'm interested in, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to get it, and I don't get it because I don't have the money for it. Or I have the money, but I don't want to risk spending it because I could use that on something else important instead of using it on something like a video game. I'm going to do it this time because I can't afford it now. So a lot of things, a lot of changes will be made, and so much more. I can't wait. And yeah, if I have to take time off YouTube just to do what I need to do, then so freaking be it. I just hope you guys will be with me through every step of the way. I plan on making changes. People say I've slimmed down compared to before. I mean, I don't look different. I'm just saying. Some say they see a little bit of difference than how I used to look. How I looked the beginning of April or before April. How I looked in March compared to how I look now. Some people say I look a little bit I look a little bit thinner, and I have like a little bit extra skin. I don't know. That's what they're telling me. They're just saying that to tickle my balls and make me feel nice, or they're being legit and they're actually saying, yeah, you have made a little bit of change. So I'm gonna do my best to keep it up for the next year. I will not lie to you guys when I say my motivation, or the person I keep thinking about when it comes to changing their body entirely, is Pulse on YouTube. Like I started watching him in 2014 when he was a big dude. He was big, he was chunky, he had long hair and stuff. And then like by 2015 in like the summer, he started to like change. And then when he did a vlog with, I think it was Luigi, Tony Pizza Guy, and Tubby Emu. And in Tony Pizza Guy's vlog, I believe, he looked a lot better than how he did the year prior. And then he kept going and he kept going, and I would see the change in his face, and I would see the change in everything, and I just look at him like, dude, this guy fucking, like, he did it. He changed hardcore, and that's what drives me to change, because it's like, dude, he did that to better himself, and I should start doing that soon, because if I don't do that now, if it's gonna cost me eventually. So it's best that I do it sooner rather than later. So I'm trying to change. It's hard for me to change, obviously, some habits that I have, eating bad food and stuff, and drinking a lot of bad things, but still, it's a habit, but it's something I'm trying to get used to already. The only thing I have down so far is drinking a lot of fucking water, and that I'm used to already. It's just the food part that's the most difficult out of all, in my opinion. Doing workouts and stuff, that part is easy for me now. The part is difficult is the food. That's the hard part for me. So I'm gonna be making these changes. I have been trying, and I don't plan on stopping, because I feel like if I stopped, then I did all that for nothing. And I don't like. Sometimes I just don't like doing things for nothing. That ended up with no meaning at all. So that's why I've been gone. Because the internet went down, and the internet was the one that was distracting me this entire time, and the internet was the sole purpose of me saying, you know what, dude? Why don't you get up and go outside? Get up and do things. I would walk towards my gym. You know, I would walk. Like sometimes when I feel like when it's a nice ass day, or I'm pumped up to go to the gym and I'm ready to go, I would legit go outside, walk all the way down. It takes me about an hour to get to the gym by walking. So it kind of helps me out. Like before I lose a lot of calories in the gym, I'm losing some while I'm walking. So, yeah. So all I can say is, if you ever plan on changing anything about yourself, if there's something that you don't like about yourself and you want to change, all you need is that one push. All you need is something to give you that push, and then you just go from there. My friend, he gave me an option. I was gonna refuse it out of just because I felt like I couldn't do what he's doing. I felt weak. I felt like I couldn't do anything. All I felt like was like, oh, I'm good at making YouTube videos, but I can't do anything else. I can't go to work because of my feet. I can't do this because of that. And then I just went to the gym, and it just helped me out. It just made me less tired than normal, than before. So all I can say is that just stick. If you made a plan and you tried it out, yeah, it may suck at the beginning, but as you keep going, you're going to see results and you're going to see change. I know it's too soon for me to say that because I just started about 2 months ago, but still, at least you'll be able to recognize it. And you keep going, and then you'll see the change eventually. That's it, guys. I'm out. I'm really tired. It's 3:22 a.m. in the morning. I'm really tired. I'm gonna get nice glass of water before I go to sleep because I can't go to sleep. I just had a glass of Nestea. I just drank some Nestea while I was playing South Park doing a live stream. I was drinking my Nestea, so yeah, I need some water, like a lot of it. Luckily the gym gave me a bottle, so I can chug that shit down. But yeah, otherwise, hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, check out my Universe Mode videos I've uploaded the past couple of days, and see you guys this week for videos, and I'm out. And by the way, one last thing. Since I'm working now, I do plan on making short videos where I'm going to put voting polls, and then by the end of the week, by Friday, I'm going to check it and be like, okay, this game won, and you people want me to play this game instead of that game. So that's exactly what I'm going to do starting tomorrow. I'm going to make a short video. If I remember, before I go to work, I'm going to make a quick video saying, yo, I'm going to get this game and this game and this game. Which game you want me to get first, and which game you want to see the most, and blah, 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 blah. Right? So I'm going to do that. And then we'll see what you guys want, man. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at boy123gym. Follow me on Instagram, boy.123gym. And I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out. Later.